The Silent Frontier. When I first received the assignment to oversee Outpost Solace, nestled on the frigid, desolate surface of Callisto, Jupiter's fourth largest moon, I believed it to be a punishment. In hindsight, perhaps it was, or perhaps it was something far worse. The isolation, the biting cold, and the unrelenting solitude were challenges I had prepared myself to endure. But it was the silence, that unnerving and vast emptiness, which gnawed at my mind like an insidious parasite. It has been 273 days since I last saw another human face, and the edges of my sanity have begun to fray. Outpost Solace is not a place for the weak-willed. Built to oversee the operations of a water drilling rig, probing the icy crust of Callisto for hidden reservoirs, the station itself feels like a relic of forgotten ambition. The air recyclers wheeze like dying lungs, the power cells flicker with unsettling irregularity, and the walls groan against the relentless cold as though protesting their very existence. The drilling site lies in the shadow of Mount Thaddeus, a jagged, foreboding peak named after Thaddeus Mortcom, the first unfortunate soul to man this forsaken outpost. Mortcom's death was as mysterious as it was grotesque, his shattered body found splayed across the communications console in a scene that defied explanation. The replacement, a stoic and unnamed individual referred to only as Operator 2 in official logs, vanished without a trace 2 weeks into their tenure. The official reports state a simple failure to cope with the psychological strain, but the whispers, the rumors among the few who know of this outpost, hint at something more, something unspeakable. Now it is I, Janus, named for a moon of Saturn, a whim of my late grandfather, who bears the mantle of caretaker. Born in transit to Mars, I have never known a home but the cold expanse of space. Yet even I, a child of the void, find Callisto's emptiness unbearable. Here, beneath the shadow of Jupiter's radiation belt, time loses meaning. The days blend together, marked only by the monotonous hum of failing machinery and the occasional garbled whisper of static from the two-way radio. It is in that static that my mind often wanders, a canvas upon which it paints horrors both imagined and, I fear, real. For weeks now, the static has carried an unfamiliar rhythm, a faint and unnatural cadence that tugs at the edges of my perception. It is no language I recognize, yet it speaks to me in ways that defy logic, pulling me ever closer to an abyss I cannot name. Then there is the itch, a maddening, persistent irritation on my left cheek that resists all attempts at relief. At first I dismissed it as dry skin or an allergic reaction to the sterilized air, but it has grown worse, spreading like a slow-moving fire. In moments of despair, I swear I feel it pulsing, as though something beneath the surface stirs. I cannot shake the suspicion that it is tied to this place, to the grotesque fate of Thaddeus and the disappearance of his successor. The monotony of survival is punctuated by glimpses of something other. Strange readings from the drilling rig, faint flickering lights beneath the ice, shadows that seem to move in the corner of my vision, vanishing when I turn to face them. Rationality demands I dismiss them as tricks of the mind, symptoms of isolation, but the unease lingers, a heavy shroud that smothers all thought. I have scoured the station for answers, poring over the scant records left behind by my predecessors. Thaddeus's final log is the most unsettling of all. "We are not alone," it reads, scrawled in trembling script on the back of an emergency maintenance manual. "They are beneath us, watching, waiting. I hear them in the walls." What did he mean? Was it madness, born of solitude and despair? Or was it a warning, a glimpse into something that humanity was never meant to uncover? I do not know, and the weight of that ignorance grows heavier with each passing day. The radio crackles again as I write this, a faint distortion that sends a chill down my spine. Perhaps it is nothing. Or perhaps it is the whisper of something ancient and unfathomable, stirring beneath Callisto's icy crust. Whatever the truth, I feel its presence growing, a dark and unknowable force that will not be ignored. Outpost Solace was meant to be a beacon of progress, a foothold for humanity in the outer reaches of the solar system. Instead, it has become a tomb of secrets and silence. I do not know how much longer I can endure this place. The cold seeps into my bones, the solitude gnaws at my mind, and the itch, that cursed itch, drives me to the brink of madness. But I must endure, for there is something here, something that calls to me from the depths, and though I fear what I may find, I cannot turn away. Not now, not ever. This is Outpost Solace, and it is both my prison and my purpose. I only pray that it does not become my grave.